What is up, fellow summoners? Welcome back to the channel today. Thanks for stopping by. Today is a Monday, so it's time for another crystal opening, which I am a terrible crystal hoarder, so I can only hoard them for a week at a time. But thankfully, I think I've got about 30 crystals today, and I've got 2 more 4 stars to open. So hopefully, we can pull a Mordo. That would be kind of best case scenario. But let's get into it. Okay, as you can see here, let's see, I've got 3 fully formed, I've got 24 worth of shards, so what is that, 27 in total, and then as you can see there, I do have the 2 4-star crystals. Hard to believe, but I am creeping up here on another 5-star hero crystal. I'm thinking probably in about a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks at the most, depending upon if we are getting Duke characters in our 4-star crystals. I should be able to open up another one of those. So as always, and I actually remembered to say this at the beginning of the video this week, if I manage to pull a 4-star from a premium hero crystal, if you run over to my Twitter, the first person that tweets me out who it was that I got as a 4-star, I will send a gift to, which I think it has been every bit of 3 weeks since I pulled a 4-star from just a regular premium hero crystal. So I don't know, maybe we'll get lucky today. The big news of the day, obviously, if you've spent any time with the game at all, is the fact that they've got another announcement coming, hopefully walking back some of the changes that they've made, or possibly, I don't know, maybe actually implementing it the way it was supposed to be. Maybe things were broken and they just weren't willing to admit it. But the whole patch, the whole rollout of it is just it's really confusing to me. I don't understand why it was so difficult for them not to be totally honest and transparent from the very beginning. I don't know. To be honest, I'm a little bit sick of talking about it, thinking about it. It's just frustrating because they had a game that was totally fine. I mean, there was nothing wrong with the game. I understand that there were some nerfs to characters that needed to take place just because they were getting a little bit out of control. But once you did that, the actual gameplay was fine. Moving forward, create all of your content based around, the new characters that we do have, and kind of base it off of that difficulty level. But they just, I don't know, they went through the roof. I mean, technically the game is still playable. If it's all based around skill, technically you can evade everything, and technically you can intercept everything and not take any damage. But the game's just not fun when it's that way. The fights are way too long, and call it skill, I just call it boring, whatever. That's my opinion. I didn't really want to put together necessarily a video, just talking about it, because so many people had put out videos on it. And honestly, people obviously much bigger than my channel have got very strong opinions on it, and really kind of voiced what I was feeling already. So I didn't necessarily feel like there was a reason for me to get on and throw a video out there just for views. I was very close to a 4-star Venom, which my 4-star Venom is at rank 5, and there's a pretty good chance I'm going to rank him down. I don't know who I'm going to put in his place, but I just don't use him a whole lot. Oh, man. Well, that's our first 3-star of the day. I really thought that was gonna spin over one more time there to Juggernaut. Sometimes the crystals have got a mind of their own. Like, most of the time they're consistent. Like, you can tell when they're going to stop. But sometimes they will stop like that. three 4-stars in a row. Or three almost 4 stars in a row, I should say. Been talking along here, not even realizing we've gone through, what is this, our 8th crystal here? Whoa. Is that 4? It was 1 off a 4-star 4 times in a row. See, that's my kind of luck. Like, I don't go on actual good streaks. I go on these really weird bad streaks. Can we do it again? No. Spider-Man. Poor Spider-Man. I don't think people realize the kind of the ninja silent nerf that he got. If you haven't spent any time dueling him, he's changed quite a bit. It used to be his evade was a huge pain. I'll take that, because a lot of times when his evade would proc, he would just instantly hit you, and there was absolutely nothing that you could do about it. And what they've done is they've changed the evade. I don't know if they changed, like he can't hit you when he evades, or they have just made it a longer time period between when he evades and when he can attack you. But it's a lot easier now when he does evade to swipe back. I've spent a lot of time dueling him, and it really hasn't been an issue at all. In fact, several times I have just pushed him into corners and just continued to hit him just to see if when he evaded he would hit me, because he has nowhere else to go. And it really seems like he's not going to be nearly as good of a Alliance War defender as he once was. I think probably, I would have taken that Old Man Logan. Mine is not duped. I think in the lower tiers, he's probably still going to be pretty good, just because people may not be as familiar with playing him. But I think a little bit probably towards the higher tiers, you're going to see less and less of him. The Nightcrawler is the other character that evades a lot. I haven't really noticed as big of a change with him. I don't know if that was intended or not. But I did notice several times that when he was evading back, he was coming in and hitting me. I don't know if that's because his animations are different. Maybe he's quicker. I don't know. Supposedly all the animations and the timing is about the same. Alright. Man, I thought that was going to be another Iron Fist. I've got him at signature level 99, and I've gotten so many max level crystals from him. I seem to pull him all the time, which I think he was my first level 99 because he is in the daily crystal that you get, and I was pulling him quite a bit. We are so close to those 4 stars today. They're teasing us, and they're really good 4-star. Man, I don't have a Red Hulk. I would love to get a Red Hulk. I really need a character that is science, that is a high prestige. Right now, my highest prestige is Captain America World War II. But outside of that, I have absolutely no high prestige science champs. Which Quake, I don't know the time period, so don't quote me on this. I think Quake is coming to the game. Is it April? I think it might be towards the end of April. I know we've got Rogue coming up in the basic arena this month, which I'm really excited to be able to get her. And then I think the following month is when Quake hits the game, which I don't have either of those characters. Both are really high prestige, which I've been hanging on. I've got 8, and I think I say this every single week, but I've got 8 mutant T4 catalysts that I need to put somewhere. Kind of holding on to a few of those until I can get Rogue, which I've been meaning to put together a rank down video, but it's so difficult. It's just difficult to get all of my thoughts together and answer. What am I trying to say here? What I'm trying to say is that everybody's situation is very different. I'll put it that way. So when I give a suggestion and an opinion on who I think, that I would take up for myself, it doesn't necessarily mean that that's what you should do. So it's difficult for me to give my opinion on that, because I know people are going to say, well, what about this character? What about that character? Should I take up this or this? Which I have no problem trying to help you guys out, but I don't want to push anybody in a certain direction because of what I would do, because that may not necessarily be what's best for you. In the past, for probably the past, maybe a year or so, maybe even a little bit more, I've had a really strong roster. I've had pretty much all my roster spots filled for Alliance War on both offense and defense and Alliance Quest. I've had a good team put together. So everything that I've been doing has been always to get get characters that have high prestige. Man, I can't talk this morning. And really focus on putting my catalysts there. But now that things have moved around so much, which Doctor Strange and Scarlet Witch are going to be coming off of all of my teams, I'm not going to really be using them anywhere. And depending upon what they do with block proficiency, I may even have to drop Captain America World War II off that list. Hopefully not. Fingers crossed they change that today. But if that doesn't happen, then I'm looking at filling 3 more roster spots with somebody, which I think I'm going to fill one of those with Winter Soldier. I think I'm going to fill one of those with Hulk. And the 3rd spot, I'm not sure. I think I will probably fill that one with the classic Wolverine. I also have X23, so I guess I could use one of them in Alliance Quest and one in Alliance Wars. But that probably will be what I'm doing here soon. All right, let me get out of here. I think that was all of my basic. Yeah. Wow, we got absolutely nothing. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and pop open these. Got 9. And we will open up this one. Take that. Man, did that go by really fast? What am I at? What's my timer at? 10 minutes? And sometimes I just get to talking and time just flies by. There's another storm. Is she max signature? Let me see here. Yeah, that's what I thought. Awesome. Love getting those 3 stars to max signature. I'll take more 4-star shards all day long. Alright, so for my 4-star crystals, I'm trying to think back here. I'm going to have to roll the video. I'm not sure if I can remember. I got Crossbones, I got Luke Cage, we got Magneto Marvel now, and then last week we opened 2. I got Jane Foster. Yeah, Jane Foster, Thor, and is it Captain Marvel or Miss Marvel? I can't remember. It's playing on the video now, so not a great last couple of pulls. Jane Foster, I'm actually pretty excited that I got her, but outside of that, nothing but useless champs. Alright, so who are we looking for today? Mordo is in the crystals. He is my #1 priority. Would love to get him. Want to put him into my Alliance Wars pronto, and he is a great, well, not just great, he's the best, basically, prestige character outside of Thanos, I believe. I think Thanos is technically on top. So Mordo. Ghost Rider, I think, would be second on my list. Quake, Red Hulk, Karnak, although Karnak is coming up, I think, in the next, yeah, he's coming up in the next basic arena, which I haven't actually done much research on what the cutoffs were in these last couple of arenas. I typically would do, my cutoff prediction, but with the new arena system dropping, I just was not sure. So I'll have to do some research on that and start putting together those videos for you. Star-Lord! I'm sure you're saying to yourself, man, why are you not happy? But I don't know. It's okay. I'll take it. He's signature level 60. Not who I wanted to see, but hard to complain. Hard to complain. I mean, him as a 5-star is what I really want. Okay. Could be worse. That could have been a Spider-Gwen or a Luke Cage. That would be worse. Phoenix, that's who I want. Phoenix. I got to get Phoenix because I have a ton of cosmic catalysts and I don't know where to put them. Going to let this thing spin out. Oh, please. Yellow Jacket. Ha! Again, good character, but I just don't have a use for him right now. That gets him up to signature level 80, and he is actually a character I have at 440 that I'm thinking about ranking down. Yes, I know that's kind of hard to believe, but thinking about ranking him down and moving my Abomination up to 440. I think Abomination is going to be an excellent Alliance War defender now that they have increased his poison ability and nerfed willpower. So he's actually a character I'm highly looking into and interested in seeing in Alliance Wars on defense. Alright, I will take that any day over a Luke Cage and over a Spider-Gwen and over a Magneto Marvel now. So can't say it was my worst pull ever, but it's okay. I'll take what I can get, and I will certainly take the 5-star shards. I think that, what does that give me, over 8,000? Let me see here. Yeah, 8,500. Wow, that got me quite a bit more than I thought. So, yeah, maybe like a week running through the new arena system. We'll see. I should be able to get pretty close to that 5-star by next Monday. All right, guys, I appreciate you stopping by. Thanks for all the support as always over the last couple of days. The channel has really grown, more than I had could have ever anticipated. I want to thank you for your support and patience with me as I kind of am still very much learning the ropes I apologize, my audio is not the best. I realize I've got a very cheap kind of like headset Logitech microphone that I'm using. My goal is to be able to use what little money that comes in from YouTube to be able to buy like a legit microphone, and eventually hopefully a webcam as well, but that's kind of down the road. Anyway, take care guys. I will see you in the next video. Fingers crossed for the update today. Have a great day. Bye bye.